Hi there everyone, welcome back to the TheViluShow. I'm Vince and it's time for another Friday Funday adventure. It's a sunny day in Raleigh, North Carolina and the weather is around 75 degrees, perfect for going to a car show. In today's videos, the boys and I are going to the Good Guy Tent Geo's Garage North Carolina Nationals. It's our first times here and let me tell you, I'm already wondering why we didn't come here sooner. Everywhere I look there's something to drool over. Rods, custom, classic, muscle cars, all lined up and gleaming like they just rolled out of a dream garage. And it's not just the cars, it's the stories behind them, the people, the craftsmanship. It's like stepping into a living, breathing museum of horsepower and style. There's live music playing in the background, kids dancing, the smell of barbecue and funnel cake in the air, and everyone, I mean everyone, has a smile on their face. The vibe is just good energy all around. Friendly folks, amazing food, and something cool around every corner. If you are into car culture or just looking for an unforgettable weekend, this is the place to be. With that, let's go. Now this here is a showstopper, a 1947 Chevy Fleetmaster Woody Wagon, one of just 4,916 ever made, and has been beautifully reimagined. Built on an original frame but upgraded with a 74 Camaro front clips, QA1 coilovers, and a CPP tubular control arms. Out back, a 67 Camaro rear end, beef spring, and a sway bar hold it all down. And yes, it got Willwood disc brakes at all four corners and polished stainless steel brake lines throughout. Rolling on American Racing $200, 15x7 up front, 15x10 in the rear, wrapped in classic BFG all-terrain for that perfect hot rod stand. Under the hood, a 383 stroker pumping out 430 horsepower, dual Enbrock carbs, Sanderson headers, aluminum heads, all paired to a TH350 transmission with a 2600 to 2800 stall converters. This wagon moves. And that paint, Corvette red, 2-stage, deep gloss, and the wood grain on point. This isn't just rare, it's refined, rowdy, and ready to roll. Here's a different take on a 1949 Chevy. It got story in every scratch and horsepower in every bolt. Rocking that original blue paint under layers of real deal rust and patina. This thing rolled like it crawled out of a barn, but sounds like it came straight from a drag strip. Under the hood, a supercharged 6-liter LS built to roar, backed by a beefy 4L to 80 transmission that doesn't flinch when you drop the hammer. That blower up top is scream, and trust me, everyone hears it. The stand is low, the wheel are chrome, and the tires are low profile. The ride got that perfect contrast between old school grit and modern muscle. No shine, no polish, just raw power and pure personality. It's not built to sit still, it's built to rate hells and look good doing it. This light blue 86 Buick T-Type packed a 3.8 turbo V6, TA60 turbo, GN1 front mounted intercooler, and runs on E85 tune power. Look quiet, loud attitude. Now after all that turbocharged furry, let's slow it down and step into something timeless. This is the 1950 Packard 820 sedan, a true gentleman of the road, powered by a smooth inline 8-cylinder pushing 135 horsepower through a 2-speed automatic. This beauty was luxury on wheel back in the days, with a 5-bearing solid lifted engine, rear-wheel drive, and that unmistakable Packard release. This sedan go off the line with an MSRP of just $2,249, but today it's priceless. Alright, after drooling all over this build, we needed a quick pit stop. The boy made a beelines for the ice cream and the foot-long corn dog, classic fair food style. Me, I kept it cool with a fresh strawberry lemonade which hit the spot. We also swung by the merch booth, which has everything from good guys hats to t-shirts and collectible swag. Definitely worth checking out. Plus, with the live music playing in the background, it's the perfect vibe to relax, refuse, and get ready for more horsepower ahead. Refuse, recharge, and just in time, because look at what we got up next. A 1969 Mustang Mach 1 that's all muscle, all attitude, and all blue fire. Under the shaker hood sits a beast, a 445 cubic inch stroker built by Survival Motorsport, paired with the Erenbrock RPM heads and intake, a comp roller camp, and a hooker long tube headers that let this pony breathe loud and proud. Suspension dialed in too, thanks to the Weinstein Street Valve shock. Just give it that right balance between cruise control and corner carving aggression. And those wheels? 17x8 up front with 245/45 and 18x10 in the rear wrapped in meaty 85/35. That stand is all muscle car glory with a modern twist. It's classic American power with fresh upgrades that makes it just as ready for the strip as it is for the street. This Mark 1 isn't whispered history, it screams it. Up next is a 1953 Buick Super. What can I say? I'm just gonna let the video clip speaks for itself. Enjoy. Now let's switch gear and roll into something built for work and pride. This is a 1966 Ford F100 long bed, finished in a classic two-tone red and white top, and it's all about that blue color soul. Back in '66, Ford produced just over 317,000 F100s, and this long bed version, it was the go-to choice for farmers, builders, and everyday worker folks who needed strength, space, and serious reliability. The original MSRP, just around $2,200, depending on how you option it. For that price, you got a rugged rear-wheel truck with straight 6 or V8 option, a simple but tough suspension, and that unmistakable boxy body that still turn heads today. 1966 was also the defining year of the 4th generation F100, before Ford would redesign the lineup. That makes this truck a bit of a last of its time. Old school charm before the big design shift of the 70s. And that long bed, perfect for hauling hay, lumber, or just showing off at a car show. It's the kind of truck that is much about legacy as it is about style. Now this is mid-century muscle wrapped in chrome, the 1957 Oldsmobile Super 88. With its rocket-inspired design, sweeping fins, and bold release, it looks fast just sitting still. Powered by a 371 rocket V8 pushing over 300 horsepower, the Super 88 wasn't just a pretty face, it moves. This was Oldsmobile's blend of performance and luxury, built for folks who wanted to cruise in style and leave everything else in the rear view. Simple, clean, and built to last, this is the 1949 Dodge Wayfarer. Dodge entry-level cruiser with all the charms of post-war American design. Powered by the flathead inline 6, the Wayfarer was modest on paper but full of character. With its streamlined body, no-nonsense interior, and smooth ride, it was the perfect car for the everyday driver who wanted just a little flair. Affordable, reliable, and undeniably cool, this Dodge knew how to make an honest entrance. This slick drop-top beauty is the 1961 Buick convertible, where early 60s style meet pure open-air cruising luxury. With a sweeping body line, signature Buick grille, and a wrap-around windshield, this car was made to turn heads from the beach to the boulevard. Under the hood, a Wildcat V8 offering smooth, effortless power. Perfect for the long drive with the top down and the radio up. It's not just a convertible, it's a rolling slide of Americana. Stepping into the spotlight is the stunning 1953 Buick Super, a full-size cruiser that defined early 50 American luxury. 1953 was a big year for Buick, their 50th anniversary, and the first year they introduced the legendary Nailhead V8. The Super got a 322 cubic inch version, producing about 170 horsepower, which gave it smooth, quiet power to match its upscale ride. It was also the last year that the Super rode on a Buick large wheelbase platform, sharing its bones with the top-tier Roadmaster. So you got full-size comfort without the full-size price tag. The styling, iconic. Check out the sweeping chrome side trim, venting port on the fenders, and the wraparound windshield. All signature Buick moves. And inside was pure elegant with plush bench seats and the dash detail that screamed class. Buick produced just over 190,000 Super that year, making it a popular choice for buyer who wants a car that was big, bold, and built for the American highway. It wasn't just a 50 car, it was a rolling celebration of Buick golden era. Now this is where the story of American motoring really begins. The 1924 Buick Touring, nearly a century old and still turning heads with timeless class. Back in 1924, Buick was one of GM's most prestige brands, and the touring model was built for folks who wanted open-air adventure with solid reliability. It came with a 6-cylinder inline engine, which was advanced for its time, delivering smooth performance and around 60 horsepower, a big number back then. This is also one of the first Buick to feature 4-wheel brakes, which makes it not only stylish but safer than many of its competitors. With City 4.5 and a tall upright windshield, it was good for scenic drive on unpaved roads, weekend getaways, or even the occasional parade. The body lines are elegant, brass and the wood accent are authentic, and that leather interior still as classy as the day it rolled out of Flint, Michigan. In 1924, this Buick will cost under $1,200, and today it stands as a living piece of automotive history, a beautiful reminder of where the journey began. What a ride it has been, from the sleek wood grain of the 47 Chevy Fleetmaster to the patina supercharged 49 Chevy with pure attitude, and the turbocharged 86 Buick T-Type, ready to surprise anyone at the line. We took a step back in time with the elegant 1950 Packers, the chrome out 57 Oldsmobile Super 88, and the rare 54 Buick Special Wagon, and the 69 Mark I brought serious muscle, while the 61 Buick convertible oozed open-air style. We admire the vintage charm of the 49 Dodge match Wayfarer and the Century 024 Buick Touring, but the one that stole our hearts, the 1966 Ford F-150 Long Bed. Two-tone, tough, and timeless. A perfect blend of history, utility, and style. Everyone told a story, but that F-100, that one felt like home. That's all, folks. If you enjoy the videos, please consider like and subscribe to the channel, and check out the playlist for more videos. Until next time, see ya!